Alright, we are back on the street again. Filming, walking, look-seeing, and firing a couple of shots. Here we go. We are on Bloor Street. This is the exact intersection. Bloor Street West. This is a funky part of Bloor Street that crosses Dundas and kind of at 6 Point Plaza. So I decided to come and do a check around here. Look-see what they have here. And I feel this is one of these areas that's changing quite a bit. Dundas Street is way back there where those buildings are, and those all brand new. Those high rises we just saw, they just went up probably, I say, in the past 2 years. 2 years and 6 months, something like that. They're all used to be a bunch of car shops, and that's a cool shot of this thing. Transmission shops, stereo shops, and they're all gone. And okay, the camera is really f8. And wait for the shot. Let's see. There you go. I like this kind of tree in the background too. Let me back up a bit. Because it'll get me more. What am I at? Am I overexposed so much? Okay, I like this. Let's see how this works. Okay, I like these dead trees. Dead trees always look cool in the photographs. And I like this car over here too, because it's gives it a time capsule feeling. You know, Acura from, it's actually pretty old too. A couple of years old. Cleaners. This lady is working away, harassing people. This is store capacity is one person in the store, and she's working there. So technically, you can't get in if she's working. These places that fix your clothes are excellent places to know. So walking clinic. These places that fix your clothes and wash your clothes are really good, because you always need to fix something. Zippers, and I am always looking for a good one that works fast, and I always mess up my clothes. And let's see what's in here. Anything? Frank's Hair Design. Notice I always pick hair salons because I do a lot of work with hair salons. And this guy's for lease. Is it done? Yeah, it's this hair salon is it's over. Game over for this salon. I wonder how long this part is shut in there. I wonder how long ago this place went out of business. Was it new, or I don't know. Oh, look at that White House. Can you see it? Like White House against these big condos. Cool. I got that little car in there too. Hopefully that'll work out. This is a photography studio. Whoa. How's this working out? I think this guy's been around for a long time. Weddings and that sort of thing. That picture up there is really faded. It's a pretty cute studio. Alright, what is this place? Cruise place. You know, who books travel agencies are really interesting. So everything's closed. Oh shit. This somehow came loose. This almost dropped the camera. Oh, sometimes you drop it. Sometimes you drop the camera. Yeah, you got to make sure this is the screw tight. The problem is sometimes when you walk a lot, I didn't get that shot, so don't expect to see it in the picture. I was too close, and it was just a photograph of the shot. sometimes for some reason the screw loosens up on the back of my camera and it wants to fall, and it's not good. So once in a while you have to make sure this thing is tight, not over tight, but tight enough. The sky is really white today, so I'm gonna keep it white. Usually I like to keep some tone in the sky, but today it's really overcast. It said it was 7 degrees Celsius, which is, I don't know, 20, I say 38, 40 Fahrenheit. I'm just guessing, because everything is relative. Nothing is, I don't see anything as either right or wrong or black or white or accurate, because they could measure the temperature over there, it could be 7, and in a hallway when you got the wind and the, a little bit lower ground, it could be a lot colder. So everything is an estimate. Nothing is real. Colors are all fake. There you go. I like that shot. And maybe let's see if we can get a shot this way. That was good. So it said it was 7 degrees, but I came out. It was windy and kind of cold, so I had to put my emergency jacket on. I always carry a Gore-Tex jacket with me in the bag. Windproof shell. I always carry it with me. Let's go up here and see what they have here. Can we go down there backwards? See what's going on here. Portuguese chicken. Things look like everything looks abandoned. Everything looks abandoned. It's kind of like this guy's for rent. This guy's coming soon. Cannabis coming soon. For lease. Wedding cakes for lease. Chocolate baking for lease. Cake supplies for lease. Okay. Everything feels. This guy's open, selling flowers. And there's a lot of cars in this mall too, so a lot of stuff should be open. This hair salon has got some newer pictures. They're not faded. They're company posters. Nail and spa. So we're here. So this is, where are we? We are at the intersection of Kipling and Bloor Street. Kipling and Bloor Street. Wow. It's really good. It's all, let me see if I can take a shot with the stuff right in the middle of the picture. Okay, I didn't want that bus to be next to a car, but I like this whole I want to break the rule and have that damn pole right in the middle of the picture that says Bloor Street. Why not? Okay. Basically, what I call this is, technically you're on a street, technically you're photographing, but it's more like documenting what's going on and not really. The photographs, to me, they don't have a very artistic merit. They're just a documentation of street as it is now, and if things changes, then you have basically a survey. This is what I call look-seeing, but you can't say look-see photography. Kind of feels, so we call it street photography, but it's really not. In a true sense of street photography, you have to capture a story, or there's people involved. It tells a story of life happening on the street. And this, I just missed the light. I was like paying attention to something else. This is more like documenting the streets. Look, we have some people with us. Masked people. So we came from that area. We went this way. And now we're here. This big area. I think there's going to be some crazy developments here. Because they've torn down a lot of malls and places. I want to cross there. I want to cross there. Oh, ladies press the button. you know, if I could go in the middle. It's a red light, so I gotta make sure there's no cars coming. Maybe I can get a shot looking down this way, down up this street. Maybe this would be a cool shot. I don't know. Okay, and this, and this, and this. Let's see if that works. We did a panoramic. Usually panoramics on the streets are tough to get because you will get, cars are moving, so you always get this funny. That's pretty cool. It's a pretty good tree. We're in the desert now. Look at this, a complete desert. No tree, no snow, just dirt. We're crossing the desert now, and we have no water with us, so we better come out fast to the oasis. Oof. Make your camera straight. I was using this camera on a fisheye lens mode, and I kind of like it better because I get wider angle and I get more of an action camera feel to it, and I kind of see my hands in there when I'm like taking photographs and stuff. More of a point of view photography. Oh, what are these? Anything here interesting worth taking pictures of? Beauty spa. What's that? It's no bakery. These condos, again, they're kind of very new, about 2 years-ish. And you know, it's funny. I've been in this area quite a bit. I used to come here. I used to have a client down the street a while ago. It's kind of an interesting house. And I don't remember what there was before the condos. It's amazing how, you know the story about a frog in the water. They put the frog in the water and slowly raise the temperature. Before they know it, they're boiling and they don't realize they're boiling again. It's the kind of same idea here, where you walk past a building hundreds of times and you don't know, you don't pay attention, or just everything's normal. Then one day they tear it down and they put a brand new condo up, and you can never remember what there was before the condo went up. And that's why partly I like taking pictures, because it kind of keeps your memory of the place. And it's amazing how quickly you forget everything. And once you forget things, you start building your own memory, your own fake memory of the area. You think what it was and what you remember, and you make up stories and you tell yourself the stories, and next thing you know, that becomes your reality. So you can kind of change your reality. But once you have a picture of it, then you're kind of stuck with it. You can't. They say pictures don't lie, but every picture is a lie, in fact, because the way you take it, I love this store. It's got full of character, this Chinese store, Chinese food store. That's really cool. I want to shoot this thing the other way. With every picture you take, the way you take it, the way you process it, when you take it, it all changes everything. Changes the story. So photography is telling a story in a photograph, not really capturing the reality of a thing. I mean, if I go like this, I wanted that girl in the shot, but it's okay. See if I can get these people coming in the shot. Legs. Okay, I took a few shots. Let's do one without them. Okay, move along. I don't want to. Oh, I guess they live upstairs there. That's a pretty cool apartment. I think I remember coming to a restaurant up here, that side of the street, This is the new side. This side is all the old buildings and shops and a plaza. The parking is great here. You can park your car. And there's a cafe here. Yeah, it's open. It's open. What's this guy? Oh, acupuncture. Acupuncture. It will puncture you if you need a puncturing. You will be punctured. Turkish cafe. Oh, Turkish coffee. These things are, the Turkish coffee comes in these things. Man, is it ever good. Yeah, this guy's, but everybody's got their lights off. Right? They're open, but their lights off. A printing shop. Turkish coffee is great. I was having Turkish coffee and I was like, sugar comes with it. So they put a ton of sugar in it. This is a cruise place. Is it a cruise place? Cuisine. It's not a cruise. It's a Caribbean cruise. I can't even read. What is this place? How come these are all nail salon? Vacuums. Yeah, vacuums. Vacuum shops are always popular. Need to vacuum things. Not a Turkish place. I've been to one of these Turkish places. That's a cool angle too. But I don't remember which one. Yeah, Turkish coffee is definitely a thing to try. But you always have to ask for reduced sugar because it's full of sugar. It tastes great, you know. And it really gets you going. One Turkish coffee and you're good to go for a couple of days. No sleep. Depends. If coffee is a thing for you, then Turkish coffee is must. Look at these metal pieces. Okay, dentist. Let me give a picture between these two cars. I like the way these two cars obstruct everything. Yeah, they're a bit too much. They're a bit covered bottom of the picture. Not so good. Not so good. This building is interesting too. It's got those balconies on top. Anything with a balcony is amazing. This guy's been here. Another hair salon. Hair salons are getting a beating because they're closed. They got nice ski goggles in their window though. This guy's fish and chips for 40 years. Captain John's. We're gonna call it Captain John's. Celebrating 40 years of fish and chips. So, all of those buildings across, those are all new. Another hair salon. Okay. Cool. How about a shot here? I don't know. Random shots in the streets again. Yeah, I really didn't expect it to be this cold again. I even brought my fingerless because, yeah, when I checked it out, it was pretty warm. It's all this area. It's all been new past couple of years, and I have no idea what used to be here. Mr. Cell Phone. Repaired by computers. European something or other. Joe's Pizza. Joe's Pizza. It can't be the Joe's Pizza in New York City. Joe's Pizza in New York City is a very popular pizza place, and there's only 2 or 3 of them. What is in here? What's this place? This is just like... Let's see what this place is. Oh, just stuff. It's like a corner stuff. Quickie Mart, okay. Just groceries and stuff. Hey, Joe's Pizza is very popular in New York City. They've got a couple of branches. And I don't know what they do to their pizza. Their slices are fantastic. I don't know what kind of drugs they put in this pizza, but man, it tastes really good. There's the lineups, 24 hours, 4 o'clock in the morning, there's a lineup. And they just opened a third. They had branches, sections, whatever. And they open a third one. Everybody's trying to copy them. Everybody's trying to call them by the same name, same logo, but they're just a little boxy pizza place, nothing fancy. All the celeb pictures are on the wall. You know, anytime a celeb shows up there, they drag him inside, they tie him up, take a picture of him eating a pizza. But the pizza's very good. And you got, you know, once the clubs close, you get the second rush. You know, you got the lunch crowd, you got the dinner crowd, and then, you know, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, you got the nightclub rush. The damn thing's got a lineup 24 hours a day. And the pizzas are $2.75 a slice. And the big slices, and they're good. Everybody gets 2 slices and makes them like a sandwich, you know, and you get a root beer. Man, it's amazing. Yeah, and this guy was called Joe's Pizza again. So that reminded me of New York City and the pizzas in New York City. You know, of course, you know, if you live near a pizza place like that, you gotta be very careful not to have pizza for dinner, breakfast, lunch, and snack, because you can easily do it. Royal Custom Clean House. Okay, what else we got here? Traditional Korean bakery. That should be a Korean bakery. I've had Japanese bread, and that thing is amazing. Like, it's a good idea to stay away from it because it's highly, if you're into, oh, look what I found. We found this. Ready? Okay, we got this. Gotcha. Actually, let's do another one without the people in the background. Okay, good. Wow. If you are into bread, I found Japanese bread was incredibly addictive. It was amazing. It was very good. It was soft, and I had all sorts of it. And I had to kind of cut down because you could keep eating that stuff. It's amazing. The best bread I've had. There you go. That's the good stuff for the fire department. And oh, the sun's coming out too. Okay, I gotta go wait for a second for the guy because he was looking strangely at me, thinking I was photographing him, which I was. But yeah, talking about camera settings, somebody said. Shooting, really, I don't pay attention a lot to the settings on the camera. I try to keep these at f8. And for walking or street photography, anything, I like to keep them at, these murals are really nice too. And somebody's added their own It's okay, don't worry, thanks. She thinks I want to take a picture of the car and she wants to move, but I'm okay. Thanks. Yeah, I try to keep the shutter speed at over 250th of a second, because anything below that, when you're moving and you will be rushing on the street, you will get the pictures a little bit out of focus. So I keep the shutter speed 250. f8 is good, decent aperture, enough depth of field, and I let the ISO go automatic because I like this camera for ISO, and I really don't care if the images are noisy. So I'm not a noise freak. The noisier the pictures are, a lot of cool murals here. Like these are really nice. No idea. Senior. It's a senior center, but it's pretty nice. It reminds the seniors of the good old times and gets them all depressed. You know, you always think the decade that you grew up, when you were like in your 20s or 30s or even teens, they're the best decades no matter what. Those are the best. Grew up in the 50s, they were the best. In the 80s, they were the best. whatever decade you grew up, it was the best. You know, it just is. That's the rule. However, saying that, 80s were the best, no matter how old you are. 80s were the best. Look at this. There's a little cemetery here. Very small one. I wonder, there's no churches around here, is there? No, I don't know what's going on here. It's like, is that a card or something? Wow. That's actually one of these the stones is even fallen. I don't know why. It's a bar here. It's a bar here and a cemetery next to it. That's, I've never seen that one before. I wonder what the situation is. Yeah, I don't really mind the noise in the photographs. Doesn't matter. You're looking at it on a phone or, you know, and noise adds character to the images. It's like grain. When we used to shoot film, we didn't mind the grain. I actually, when I started photography and film, I used to try very hard to get a lot of grain. So I'm not you know, I know some people love to cut the noise and be very, I don't mind it. So I let the camera choose, you know, if it's 1,000, 10,000, 1,600, whatever, I'm good with it. I'm good with it. It's better to get a sharp image and, you know, vibration free than have a noiseless picture that's kind of blurry and soft and, you know. So get the image at whatever cost the noise is. That's what I say. So that's why I use the camera on automatic ISO and let the camera decide that. So FA 250, 500 would be better. 500 definitely would be better because, you know, at about 1,000, and I talked about this in a video once. If you walk properly, if you have a right technique of walking, you can shoot at 500 of a second and walk and photograph things, and you'll have shake-free images. And the trick to that is you have to kind of make yourself feel like a gimbal. It's funny, but you have to kind of, as you're taking, say your right step, as your right step's in the air, you kind of slow down that motion. So you take the picture as soon as your right leg is on the top of the curvature of where you're going to land, right at the top of your height of the circular landing. You know, your feet is that circular motion. As soon as your feet goes to the top, you take the photograph so that there's a small window that you're not bouncing up and down, and that'll increase. That'll give you about 2 stops worth of shutter speed. But you have to time your leg with your subject and your shutter speed, so it becomes a little bit hit and miss, you know. Because if you miss the timing and you're landing on your foot, then you are going to get big time blurry shot. So I might have to demonstrate that on a proper video one time, because I discovered that on myself and it helped me get a lot of fast, quick shots, especially when you have people in the shot and you can't stop, focus, and you know, as you're walking, you pull out the camera, you shoot and move, so you don't even stop. So it's extreme fast speed, and also if you pre-focus the camera, you can become even faster. So those are all like little tricks in street photography. More murals here. This area is good for. This area is an art gallery, I think. Portraits from the past. This area is a pretty good art gallery. Look at this. Very nice. It's amazing how many nails and hair salons I notice. Of course, because I am looking for hair salons, because I work for the hair salons. I work for a salon industry. So partly it's because of that. But it's amazing how many salons you notice. This is like interesting. You got a new condo over there, and then you got this beautiful house in the middle of the. Feels like it used to be a farmhouse, and now it's in the middle of the condo section. Oh, more murals. Oh my God. This one is interesting. It's got helicopters and logging. And it's got a Russian helicopter. Isn't it a Russian helicopter? It is something. It's kind of interesting. What the hell? What is that? Says aftermath. Can you read it? Hurricane Hazel. Oh, Hurricane Hazel. It says October 1954. Let me take a shot of this. Okay, that'll be an interesting shot. We're tourists. We are tourists. So, in 1950s, I guess there was a big hurricane here, and it washed out a lot of the river and all sorts of stuff. I guess this is that. It's interesting. I like the helicopter. Did they have helicopters in the 50s? Rescue helicopters? Oh, wow. I mean, you know what's interesting? There's a helicopter. None of these people are wearing life jackets, you know. No safety gear, no gloves. Now, I don't know if it's real or not, but it's a painting. And if they went through the trouble of another hair salon, if they went through the trouble of not putting that on in the painting, I guess that's how that was. Man, there's a lot of murals in this section. This is another one. What does this one say? Golfing in Islington. I guess there was a golf club here. Wow. They allowed women golfing? That's crazy. See, I thought women weren't allowed to golf back in the day. Oh, I guess they were. Okay. Yeah. I mean, golfing is fantastic for women, actually. If you're a woman and try to meet men, skip the dating site. That's where you want to be, on a golf course. If you're a woman, that's your trick. Golf. Get into golf. And stay off the social media, Tinders, apps. No, you're not going to meet anybody there. Look at this place. This Turkish Mediterranean restaurant. I had some food here once before the virus days, when you could go to sit down. Yeah, golfing is great. Yeah. My God, the wind is crazy hard today. I hope the sound is working. So anyway, looking back, this is where we came back. Look back, look see, and look back. Let's go and shut down. I like to get the cars in the right location. I like to get the people's legs in the right position when they're walking. I don't want to feel like they're tripping over. I want their legs to be like in a V, like action setup. I like the cars to be kind of close, but in a compositional way in the photograph. 1962 to 2001. So these bridges, they put a sign logo on when they were built, and then when they were rebuilt, renovated, I guess. But when they renovate these bridges, they tear them all apart. So there's a can you see? There's a creek here. You know what? There's a creek here. This creek goes all the way to. Look, we always end up taking a nature shot. Sorry, I was blocking the whole thing. This little creek goes all the way down that way, and there's a little park over there that one day I'm going to take the bike through and explore it that way. I don't know what this is. What the heck is this? It feels like a little ski resort, chalet kind of thing. That's an office building. Okay, so where are we now? We are at Riverbank Drive, which is a unknown street. Oh, we're back at Islington. So we walked from Kipling to Islington on Bloor Dundas, so this is Dundas. So we crossed the street into Dundas. This is where they intersect each other. So we're heading north in Islington. Yeah, this is I guess this is an office building. That's looking south. All right, we're gonna end a little walk here. And thanks for walking with me and having a look-see. We'll catch you on the next ride. We're back out.